You turn your key in the lock, push the door open, and there they are. Your cat is sitting right at the entryway, looking up at you, maybe letting out a little meow. For most of us, this is just a cute daily routine. We automatically assume they are simply hungry, begging for dinner, or just curious about the noise. But what if I told you that this everyday greeting has almost nothing to do with food? Behind this simple, adorable behavior lies a deeply ingrained survival instinct and a profound psychological message about how your cat truly views you. When your cat rushes to the door, they are actually performing a highly specific ritual, one that reveals the exact level of trust they have in you. If you think they are just acting like a furry doorbell, you might be missing a crucial conversation. Coming home to a cat waiting by the door is one of the most heartwarming experiences for any pet parent. You walk in, and they are right there staring up at you. However, it is incredibly easy to misunderstand this moment, because they often dart toward their food bowl right after, or give you a quick sniff and simply walk away. Many owners assume their cat only sees them as a giant can opener. We tend to brush it off as a simple, food-driven habit or a fleeting curiosity. But there is so much more happening in their minds. In this video, we are going to decode the 6 hidden messages your cat is sending when they greet you at the door. Based on feline behavioral research, scientific studies on pet attachment, and real-world observation, we will uncover what your cat is really trying to tell you. Understanding these signals will help you respond correctly and deepen your bond. It all starts the second they lean in for that very first sniff. Let's look at the first hidden message. The very first sign happens the moment you walk through the door. You might notice that your cat doesn't always look up at your face right away. Instead, they immediately go for your shoes, your bags, or the hem of your pants, sniffing intensely. It is incredibly easy to misinterpret this first behavior. Many owners feel a bit dismissed, thinking their cat is just distracted by a random smell or ignoring them altogether. But this is actually a vital communication step. Cats are highly olfactory creatures. Their entire world and sense of safety are governed by scent and territory. Throughout the day, as you walk around outside, you collect a library of foreign odors, the scent of other animals, the street, or different environments. Behavioral researchers explain that when your cat sniffs your shoes, they are essentially reading the daily news. They are gathering data on where you have been, who you have interacted with, and, most importantly, verifying that you have not brought any hidden predators or threats back into their safe zone. Advice: when your cat does this, do not immediately kick off your shoes or walk away. Stand still for just a few seconds and let them finish their security check. Allowing them to process these new scents helps relieve any territorial anxiety they might be feeling. Once they clear you of any foreign threats, they quickly move on to the second crucial message. Once the initial inspection is complete, your cat moves on to the second sign. You will likely start to see them bunting, rubbing their cheeks, lips, or forehead against your shins, or weaving between your legs like a figure 8. Because this looks so adorable, we naturally assume they are simply begging to be pet or acting cute. While it is a sign of affection, the biological mechanism behind it is much deeper. Feline experts note that cats have concentrated scent glands on their cheeks and foreheads. When you are gone all day, the shared family scent profile that you both carry begins to fade. To a cat, this shared scent is what defines who belongs in their inner circle. By rubbing against you, they are physically re-establishing this scent profile. They are marking you, essentially declaring, "You belong to me, and you are a part of my family." It is a profound sign of acceptance and ownership. Advice: do not just step over them or rush past to put your groceries away. Take a brief moment to gently stroke their cheeks or the top of their head. This physical touch returns the gesture, acting like a mutual, scent-based hug that makes them feel entirely secure. If this is helping you understand your cat better, take a second to like this video and subscribe, and stay until the final sign, because it is often the one owners miss the most. Even though it completely destroys a massive myth about how cats truly feel about us. The third sign is often completely misunderstood as simple laziness. Often, as you open the door, you might see your cat emerge from another room, doing a massive elongated stretch and letting out a wide yawn before walking over to you. It is easy to look at this and think they hardly even noticed you were gone since they were just napping. But this stretch is actually a highly specific compliment. Cats are crepuscular, meaning their natural peaks of activity are at dawn and dusk. For the rest of the day, they conserve energy. Hearing the familiar sound of your car in the driveway or your key in the lock triggers them to wake up from a deep slumber. This stretch is a biological reset. They are physically transitioning their body from a resting state into an active, social state. And they are doing it entirely because you have arrived. They have synced their internal biological clock to your daily schedule. Advice: when they greet you with a stretch and a yawn, greet them back with a soft, gentle voice. Do not startle them with loud noises or sudden aggressive petting right as they are waking up. A calm greeting respects their transition. After the initial physical greetings, we see the fourth sign. Your cat might sit and stare intently into your face, perhaps letting out a few soft, vibrating trills or chirps. We often assume they are just staring blankly or waiting for us to initiate a game. However, studies on feline cognition have revealed that cats are incredibly adept at reading human facial expressions and body language. They are highly sensitive to our energy through a psychological phenomenon known as emotional contagion. When your cat stares at you at the door, they are actively analyzing your emotional state. They are trying to figure out if you have come home happy, stressed, angry, or sad. They use this information to decide how they should approach you next, whether they should offer comfort, keep their distance, or initiate play. Advice: even if you have had a terrible, exhausting day at work, try to take a deep breath before you open your front door. Exhaling and intentionally projecting calm energy prevents your cat from absorbing your stress. If you walk in frantic or angry, your cat may feel anxious and retreat. Now we arrive at the fifth sign, which is the exact behavior that causes the most confusion. Your cat meows loudly, turns around, and waddles straight toward their food bowl, looking back to ensure you are following them. This is the moment many owners sigh and think, "See, they only care about food. I am just a giant can opener." While it is true that cats are smart enough to associate your arrival with dinner time, behavioral experts urge us to look at the bigger picture. In the wild, controlling resources is a matter of life and death. In your home, you are the sole provider of everything they need to survive. When they demand food the moment you arrive, it is not cold manipulation. It is a display of absolute trust. Your presence represents safety. Asking you for food is their way of re-establishing a predictable, secure order in their environment now that their protector has returned. Advice: when you fill their bowl, do not just dump the kibble and walk away. Talk to them softly or give them a few gentle strokes along their back while they take their first bites. This turns a simple biological need into a shared bonding ritual. But what if they completely ignore the food bowl? This brings us to the sixth and final sign, and it is arguably the most important one. Perhaps your cat doesn't care about the food bowl at all. Instead, they vocalize persistently, follow closely at your heels, and refuse to leave your side for the first 10 to 15 minutes you are home. People often mistakenly label this behavior as annoying, clingy, or needy. For decades, society has pushed the myth that cats are aloof, solitary creatures who do not form deep emotional bonds with humans and do not care if we are home or away. But science tells a completely different story. A groundbreaking 2019 study conducted by researchers at Oregon State University revealed that 64 PHN-TRM of domestic cats form a secure attachment to their human caregivers. This is a rate almost identical to the attachment styles seen in dogs and even human infants. When your cat follows you around relentlessly after you get home, it means they genuinely missed you. The world feels slightly less safe, slightly less grounded when you are not there. Your return brings them immense relief. They are not being annoying. They are expressing a deep, vulnerable love and showing that you are their ultimate safe haven. Advice: this is your golden window when you get home. Before you check your emails, change your clothes, or turn on the TV, dedicate the very first 5 minutes entirely to them. Get down on their eye level, offer your undivided attention, and let them rub against you or play. Honoring this vulnerable moment validates their feelings and builds an unbreakable foundation of trust between you and your cat. When your cat greets you at the door, it is never just about the food, from running a security scent check and claiming you as family to showing a deep, secure attachment. Every little meow and leg rub is a complex language of trust. Understanding your cat goes beyond simply reading their daily habits. It is about respecting the quiet, sensitive ways they choose to communicate their affection. They are not aloof or solitary, they just love differently. What is the one thing your cat does when you get home that makes you feel the most loved? Let us know in the comments. If you learned something new, subscribe for more quiet truths about feline behavior. And if you want to know the everyday habits that secretly make your cat lose trust in you, watch the next video on screen, because some of them look completely harmless.